Welcome to Newsmakers. My name is Sean Smith. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Relations for Chesterfield County Public Schools. Joining us today, Colleen Robinson. Welcome, Colleen.
Thank you,
Now,
Sean.
for our viewers out there, you're an Algebra 1 teacher at Chesterfield Community High School,
Yes.
and actually in your first school year with
Brand
the
new
school
teacher.
division. Tell us a bit about your previous work experience, which we'll talk a little bit more in depth later on, and how you came to Chesterfield Schools.
Okay, well, I received a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering and worked for many years in a technical sales liaison position for a power industry company, which basically produces steam and gas turbines and builds power plants. And I worked there for many years in many different positions. And my last position was a web content developer. I developed all the content for the internet.
Right. And I think about that experience, you really clearly made a decision at some point and said, I want to make a shift here. You're
Yes.
what they call a career switcher.
Career switcher, yes.
What really was the driving force and the thought behind that for you?
Well, I would say after many years of working, by about 2001, my husband and I had 3 children, and I started, volunteering in their schools, becoming interested in their schools, and I started helping a little bit more. And I decided to retire from the corporate world, and I immediately began tutoring math and loved it, and then started part-time teaching, and I realized that I loved teaching. And so I pursued the career switching program offered within Virginia, which is great because it's streamlined. It takes 2 years, and it's enabled us, even though if you worked, you could still go through that program.
And obviously, when you think about the career switching program, the program itself is designed to make that switch, if you will. But with that preparation, obviously, it's a big transition from the corporate workforce to the public education. Obviously, did you feel prepared as you walked into that?
Yes, the career switcher program is taught by really qualified and experienced professionals, teachers, and administrators, and we do a lot of real world examples that we could take and bring it right into the classroom of today.
One of the obvious benefits, I've had the chance to talk with other staff members, teachers, and even students who've had the chance to work with people who've had a corporate experience coming into the classroom, and they talk about just the tremendous experience that you bring to that environment. Do you feel like, obviously, it's a unique perspective, but it's a different one? Do you feel like that really lends itself to your
I think
teaching?
it does. I think because we've been out there in the world, we could tell the students, okay, this is what you're going to have to look forward to. This is what's going to be expected of you. We're more experienced. We're a little bit more mature. We've had to deal with big groups, working, and we've seen the real world. And I think kids might respect that a little bit better. And, we made this decision as adults to switch into the teaching career. So it's really because we want it. We like it. It's in our hearts.
Always one difficult questions people have, no matter what age you are, is, would you have done something differently back when you could have, I guess, per se?
Yeah.
Do you think, knowing the time you spent already in teaching, do you feel like you would have had a better benefit at going head first into it, or is it better off having had that experience?
I am very glad that I did it the way I did it. I liked working in the corporate world. I got to travel. I got to see many aspects in the corporate world and gained experience that I wouldn't have had I gone straight to teaching. So I think that I'm glad that I did it that way. And I love teaching. I love working with the students and seeing them work through a difficult problem or a concept. And I love to see when they get it. I have one student that just yells out, I get it. And I love that. So I'm glad the way that I did it is the way that I'm glad I did.
Well, it's great to have you as part of the school division, and we look to hear many more exciting things from you.
Thank you.
And thank you to our viewers. And please join us next time for more about Chesterfield County Public Schools.